guys? Welcome to the very new episode of the Out of Pocket Podcast. I apologize for how I butchered that entire intro, but I'm here, Zechs. Join me, as always, somehow, is Zeta.
You're killing my bits in real time. I hope you realize that. Hi everyone, I'm Zeta. I will get my revenge at some point during this podcast. Don't you all worry. I find a way.
Sure. Anyway, we're here. We got a pretty big packed episode for y'all today. A bunch of stuff happened. Like, all of the things happened. Like, things happened so much, we haven't even gotten to Avengers Doomsday yet.
Alright, like here's the issue with Avengers Doomsday, alright? Does anyone actually care when there's a Secret Wars movie coming out already announced?
Yeah, and that's after this.
Right. I'm just like, cool. Doomsday. Anyway, I want to see what's happening on Battle World, like in like a year from now, alright?
I mean, you gotta make people care about what's gonna happen on Battle World.
Look, all I'm saying is Doom is they're trying to make Doom the next Thanos, and I'm like, bro, you could have just called him Kang. We all know this is just a 50% Kang Dynasty script. All right, script. All right.
No, I don't think.
Like how are we gonna get hyped up for a dude with zero build up? That's my issue here.
Imagine not watching Fantastic Four.
Yeah, this is totally Fantastic Four Doom. Yeah.
I mean, it actually is, but I'm just saying, like, imagine not watching that movie. It's like they gave y'all actually good movies in the MCU, and y'all didn't watch that shit. Phase 6 has been a banger so far, and y'all don't give a fuck.
Well, I feel like the problem they're having here.
I mean, I know the actual real problem is that Phase 5 was so ass.
And it's like we're 6 phases in. Things are down. All right, so what we're doing? Thunderbolts and a third shot at Fantastic Four. Like I don't know. Like I always say this at this point, new Marvel stuff. If you guys just went straight to Secret Wars, or just went, just reset the universe, and then did all this stuff, I think people would be much more ecstatic, right? The thing what's happening here is people are like Marvel's in a perpetual like post game. Does that make sense, right? Guys, we already beat the final boss. Like, what do you mean there's like 300 hours more in like post game content? We do not care. You already rolled the credits. That's the actual problem.
The good old Trails of Cold Steel 2 moment where you beat the boss and you still have like an entire like 2 more dungeons, including a dungeon where you can quite literally, it might as well just be called the open sandbox.
Right. Like every mystery dungeon game is like, so all right, you beat the game, you beat the final boss, what's next? Oh, so here's 5 different 99 floor randomized dungeons with their own gimmicks. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the issue, right? Like people are just bleeding off because it's post game, and it's been like that for years, and they haven't figured out a way to make people go, oh, this is actually MCU 2, because they refuse to call it that.
Well, it's phase 4. It was new phase. It's like, yeah, we're in a new phase.
Yeah, but it's an extension of the previous phase, and you open with a Black Widow movie that's a prequel to the other 3 phases.
Technically, one of them.
And still, you know what I mean, though, right?
Yes, I know.
Like phase 4 feels like phase 3 B side.
I mean, so okay, let me talk for a minute. So the biggest issue with Phase 4 was it should have been like you had the whole, you know, it is crazy how there's just like you ever get that channel that's like just the end game video and nothing else, and which is just like a whole like review of how end game's actually terrible.
I think I've seen that video.
I haven't seen it all, but it's like every time I see it, I'm just like, bro,
No.
how do you keep finding your way back in? Who are you? Just
YouTube's algorithm is like really weird because like it'll just be one guy with like one video and like 200 subscribers and like 300,000 views on something crazy, and it's like okay.
but it's just like no, I'm like literally, who are you? Who are you? Why'd you drop this video and then just delete everything off the face of the earth? That's crazy. Like they make an insane money just dropping that video and it just appears every time Marvel drops a thing. It's like
Here's my magnum opus. See ya.
this video is so good I don't even have to do nothing. Meanwhile, but my point is my point is that for Phase 4 was very weird because it's like, yeah, we need to have time to the point is they botched Phase 4 and Fate. They were like kind of like weird Phase 4, and then Phase 5 got botched. Right? Phase 4 should have been like,
Right.
hey, we did the whole thing. Let's take a moment to kind of just like let the world move. Even though like, a lot of the critiques now is like you could have just done Phase 4 be like be the 5 years before before Endgame, and then like you end Phase 4 with Endgame itself, and we finally call it a day. But like, we're not here anymore. We're not there anymore. We kind of we
Right.
critique that, yes, and we can move on. But the point is, Phase 4 should have been we try and like recover from that because a lot of things did happen.
Now that I think about it, isn't it kind of weird? Or like technically speaking, Spider-Man: Far From Home was the Phase 3 finale and not Endgame.
Yeah,
Like, wait a
it was
minute.
more like an epilogue,
Right.
which crazy epilogue for your whole series to be Spider-Man continues to suffer once again.
I mean, it's Spider-Man, all right. I feel like Spider-Man fans really want a happy Spider-Man for like once in their lives. I'm like, you guys don't want that. Marvel doesn't want you to have it either.
But so the point being, first off, I need to make sure my little like pop filter is still on because it flew across the room one day. I don't know how it did it. But the point being is Phase 4 was meant to be this, let's just kind of slow it down, guys. And then Disney Plus happened.
Right.
And for the record, like the WandaVision Loki show, that's cool, but then the whole Falcon the Winter Soldier thing being so bad, it's like, all right. Like I think was it Pat during Castle Reese was like, yeah, when I watched Falcon and Winter Soldier and went, what am I doing here? That was when like the spell like broke.
Like, I feel like Phase 4, like I get it, it was trying to be like a breather. But like I feel like it still needed some like connective tissue, right?
I think it needed to be good. Phase 4 was kind of The problem with Phase 4 and especially Phase 5 was that you made a bunch of like projects that were just mediocre. Too
But they're
bad.
mediocre. See, look, here's the thing, though, right? Even the more mediocre, like pre-Endgame and Marvel movies, at least have the selling point of, hey guys, this is still building up to something.
Yeah, like that movie was called.
Phase 4 didn't have the something. We're still arguing about the giants from the Eternals.
Yeah, the Eternals thing, and then it's like no one saw that shit.
So what do you mean no one saw that? You can't just reset. You can't just like pretend that didn't happen like an episode of Ultraman where half the city gets blown up every episode.
They did they named it still because the only other time they addressed it was in Captain Mark 4, and
It
no
didn't
one saw
happen.
that one either.
It was an illusion. It
Like, we
didn't
finally
happen.
moved on, and there was like, we do not care.
It was all in your head. Like, I think that's like they just gave up on connecting everything in Phase 4. It's like, all right, guys, it's fine. We foreshadowed Kang and we built up Kang a little bit in Loki. All right, that's all we have to do here, and we can do nothing for the rest of the phase. All right, and then Phase 5 comes and it's like, all right, guys, we're gonna start working towards something again with this multiverse stuff. Guys, we can't work with multiverse stuff anymore.
Let me
We
pull up
lost
what
Kang.
phase. Let me pull up MC. What is like the Phase 5 MCU projects? Phase 5. So we have the films, like, right, and then we have the shows that were part of Phase 5. So let me tell you about the movies that are in Phase 5 and tell you how we got here to Phase 6 being we have to basically like fix this whole thing. So we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
It's all downhill from here, bud.
We already started downhill. Then we
So,
have
man,
Guardians
we just
Volume.
tripped over a pebble immediately.
Then we have Guardians Volume 3. We hit a bump.
Yep.
The Marvels,
And we're tumbling.
Deadpool and Wolverine,
We're kind of wearing ourselves in here.
Captain America: Brave New World,
And we are seeing bone.
and Thunderbolts.
All right, I'm just going to wrap this up in bandages, but we're still bleeding out here, bud.
Like those are the 6 movies in Phase 5, according to Wikipedia. It's like,
All right, so we have. So let me explain these in shorthand. All right, we built up Kang again, but we also defeated him in the same movie. All right, we're still good. We're still good. Oh, and we lost Kang. So, hey, wait, we have the time stuff. We have the stupid singularity people in Wolverine. That's totally cool idea for a multiverse plot we're not doing anymore. And Red Hulk. All right, we're kind of rebounding, but it's a bunch of steel listers. Yikes!
I love how you completely skipped Guardians 3 and Marvels in that situation. Because probably
They matter?
They don't. That's the thing. They don't matter in the grand scheme of the whole Kang thing, because in the middle of the whole Kang thing is when Jonathan Majors crashes out and we now have to replace him and Kang. So ironically, they don't matter in a very funny thing of like, yeah, no, the plan was scrapped literally in between your movies.
And like, I feel like Wakanda Forever should have been like Marvel's sign to like stop worrying about recasting people.
Let me find the Ames Phase 4. Let me look at the Phase 4 movies,
The
because this
last
is
Phase 4 movie was Wakanda Forever.
yeah, it was. But I'm thinking, we had Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man: No Way Home, which is kind of crazy that it's technically Phase 4. Then we had Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, and then Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. I'm like, yeah, man, a movie that doesn't matter because you killed the character off literally like 10 minutes ago.
A guy we're not seeing again until Phase 6.
Which that movie came out in 2021. It's been 5 years. Eternals,
Right.
which basically doesn't matter
A movie we
anymore.
pretend didn't happen.
The movie that made us a bunch of money
Amazing Spider-Man 3.
that we also will not see for 5 years.
Uh-huh.
A Doctor Strange movie that
Doesn't work and technically doesn't matter anymore either.
Thor: Love and Thunder. A movie
Cool.
that made people hate Thor again.
That's like the third time people have made the hate Thor, to be fair. He's a very hateable character.
And then Wakanda Forever, which is all right. I actually haven't seen it, but its problems are not because
you know what people in the stock market call something like Black Panther Wakanda Forever? A dead cat bounce.
what does that mean?
Like, oh, where like things are tumbling so far down, but there's like a minor bump. It tricks you a little bit. But it's actually a slight rebound before things keep sinking.
Ah, I see.
Oh, oh.
And then we hit Ant-Man, Guardians 3, Marvel's Deadpool, Wolverine, Captain America, and Thunderbolts as Phase 5. And it's like, ooh, okay. Like, the problem is that after you had that tire come down and people, like, had post-nut clarity, you then dropped mid? Alright. Hell no. Peak. Ass. Double ass. And
Hey, that's pretty good.
And we kind of gotta we kind of have to, you get off on a technicality.
Okay, to be fair,
And
they
that's
put
Phase
themselves in
4.
a technicality.
And that's Phase 4.
Every single person told them to recast T'Challa. Everyone told Disney.
And then Phase 5 is you ruined the franchise. It's okay, but now anyone who is stuck with the Guardians now no longer has a reason to stay. The movie that basically like erased like the Marvels, a movie that has basically made it so that Brie Larson never wants to come. I don't say doesn't want to come back, but it's like they're never gonna bring her back.
Yep.
That basically like took Miss Marvel and put her on ice, and we still don't know what the hell happened to Monica Rambeau.
I feel like Miss Marvel is in such a weird place in the Marvel universe, even in the comics. So, all right, what are we gonna do with her? Make her immune and like shove her into the X-Men.
Like, keep in mind, that was in 2023. It's been 3 years. We could have had a Miss Marvel season 2. We could have had
Oh yeah, easily
her show up and everything. They hint at the young Avengers in this movie, and we have seen none of them.
I feel like the problem with Phase 4, 5, and 6 that they were allergic to including people from the other movies in here or the TV shows.
I mean, we don't get into like actually addressing anything from any of Phase 4,
right?
Until in Phase 5, until Captain America: Brave New World.
Like I'm like people are still waiting for Moon Knight to show up again.
Like the last two movies of Phase 5 address things that happened in the four phases, but people didn't watch those movies
To
or
be fair,
watch
I
someone
wouldn't wish
dipped out.
I wouldn't wish watching a Brave New World on anyone. To be fair,
I watched Brave New World.
I'm so sorry.
I was like, it was all right, but also, damn. Like
Uh,
at least Thunderbolt ended on a high note. Except no, not really. That wasn't actually in the Phase 5 because we saw the TV shows to go over.
Dude, Falcon's on a handicap back that shield. Like, look, buddy, I'm sorry,
give me
man. I'm so sorry, bro.
give me that
I
shit back. I'm
apologize.
sorry, dog. I done ruined your life. Like, keep in mind, Phase 5 included Secret Invasion.
You
Another,
don't
you
talk about
ruined
the
the
scroll.
franchise.
Look, what we just pretend the scroll just didn't happen, all right?
We had Loki season 2, which was good. What If seasons 2 and 3, which okay. We had Echo, no one cared. Agatha All Along, I heard is pretty good, but no one cared
But no one cared.
because your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, which okay, Daredevil Born
Yeah.
Again, and the last
Hey, it's pretty
actual
good.
and the last actual project of the Phase 5 is Ironheart.
Oh no.
Yeah, Phase 5 ends on Ironheart. We don't even get the Thunderbolts to have the grace of being the good ending of Phase 5. Ironheart is the real ending. Which, keep in mind, Phase 4 had WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki Season 1, What If Season 1, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk.
You know what the problem here is in all of this?
What?
They somehow failed to get a Blade movie out in 6 years.
And we still didn't get Blade.
Well, let's think about this for a second, all right? What do you need for a Blade movie, all right?
Blade? That was the first thing they got.
It's a dude in sunglasses with a sword killing vampires. That's it. You cannot overcomplicate this.
They overcomplicated it. Literally admitted, yeah, we overcomplicated it. I just wanted to be different. I'm like, no, that is the one thing we actually. That's the one time we don't want you to actually be different. Just make a Blade movie. RDC will make more Blade movies than you did.
Oh, anyone can make a Blade movie. Like, dude, it's so easy to make a Blade movie. You can teach it in film school.
Like, it's even worse as the whole there's only ever gonna be one Blade in Deadpool Wolverine basically like hit like the apex of yeah, that was true.
I feel like Deadpool and Wolverine is like that movie frustrates me so much.
Like, that movie is aging the weirdest out of all of them because it's like, what do you mean you were right, but also what? But in a way we didn't expect.
It feels like it's Marvel just like pre-bandaging all of their future decisions. But it's fine because it's Deadpool, so it's all jokes, right? Haha, wink wink.
It's all jokes and then oh, how did we get here?
We weren't joking.
I mean, I think no, they probably were joking, but they were like they kind of like they unintentionally like sealed themselves into that fate.
It's one of those. It's like it's joking, but it's also wrapped up in the corporate cynicism.
Yeah,
Everyone's joking, like they're laughing along with you,
it
but they're also like side eyeing the exit.
is the irony of the self fulfilling prophecy. Like you accidentally create your own self fulfilling prophecy. Like, how do you get out of this? And the answer is you can't. Like,
No,
I saw that Doomsday trailer, dog. Like, listen, even
yeah,
Pella and Patrick Stewart are old, yes, but I've never thought of them as decrepit. That was the first time I'm like, holy shit, y'all need to get out. Get
I was
out of
like
here.
watching. I'm just like watching. Like, oh wait, hold on, is that Shang-Chi? Hey, oh hi Gambit. Anyway, cool.
It was just like, oh boy. I don't know how
Right.
that movie's gonna turn out, but it's like,
Someone said it perfectly. 90% of the movie is gonna be everyone meeting everyone else, going, hey, hey, hey.
I'm just like, what happened to the game I
There's
love?
only like I don't know if there's a way to save that movie besides going, no, 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 we were actually lying. This isn't a completely different character. This is actually Tony Stark. We totally didn't change this in the last like 10 days of filming.
I mean, the theory of, yeah, everybody is on the green screen so that they don't have to actually interact with Doctor Doom so that we can hide this secret would be interesting. But also, what are we doing when the actors can't act with the people around them? What are we doing?
Right. I think just end it.
I mean, I feel like that's going to be I feel like that's going to be the plan.
Like they have to get the Secret Wars, do blah 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 there, and then just say, all right, guys, welcome to phase one of the ultimate Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's the only thing they could do from here.
Do the inverse of the original of the Secret Wars.
Yep.
Like we didn't like this time the main talent gets killed and we just go into the other one.
Yep. Just wipe everything out.
I mean, I feel like that has to be the plan because I don't know how you
Like
can.
midway into the first movie, the new era, we just get mainline MCU Peter as a hobo just walking around, and he's our one reference character.
I mean, now the question is then why the heck do we have allegedly Jean Grey?
Well, you see, instead of what regularly created the Ultimate Universe, it's going to be the Phoenix Force. Phoenix Force is going to create a new timeline, and everything's going to be fine.
All right, I'm done talking about this. Just made it bad. I'm sorry.
I know it's supposed to be bad.